Am I right in sort of suggesting that there's two kind of branches that come out of the Enlightenment here, a sort of scientific, materialistic one, and then more of an existential sort of postmodern one?
Right, and that postmodern is a deviation from modernity, or you might call it hyper-modernity,
Mm-hmm.
where it just extends the deterioration of good thinking that has been around for a couple thousand years. So we had the correspondence theory of truth. Truth is that which corresponds to reality, or that which squares with the way things are. To today, where truth is that which my peers will let me get away with.
Mm-hmm.
Richard Rorty and so forth.
Gordy's line, yeah.
Yeah, but if you look at this again historically of what was happening at the time, to put things into perspective, the Enlightenment period from Descartes to Kant was 1650 to 1800. The universities, Harvard, 1636 Puritans,
Mm-hmm.
all the way up through Columbia and so forth, about 1750, and those universities stayed faithful all the way up until about 1850. So almost 200 years. And again, every president was a member of the clergy up to 1840. But in around 1870, many of all of our universities and colleges, none of them had a graduate school. Johns Hopkins, I think, was the first. So people would go off to the continent, to Germany, to England, and they would go to grad school. They would come back and they would get into key posts in the academic arena in America. And they would bring back with them, every PhD has a doctorate of philosophy behind it, certain philosophical ways of thinking of the Enlightenment, the fact-value dichotomy, the dichotomy between faith and reason. At the time, 1859 was Darwin's Origin of the Species, so biological evolutionary theory and biblical higher criticism was beginning then. That came right out of the Enlightenment. The question about miracles, and so Thomas Jefferson exacto blades out all the miracle components in his New Testament, and so you get the rise of deism. Mm-hmm. So that stuff is coming back over from the continent, from Europe, over into America, and those people with higher graduate degrees ended up being more salient in their CV, you might say, in their resume, and took key posts. And you saw the battles ensuing at Princeton and Yale and Columbia and Harvard and many of these original universities. You watched it happening between 1880 and 1930.
So this is really the point of missional drift that starts happening at this time, late 19th century, in lieu of the higher biblical criticism being done in Germany, the advent of Darwinian evolution as a theory of origins, and so on. It kind of creates a perfect storm at these Christian institutions, especially the ones on the East Coast.